And by everyone I mean probably just my mother, but welcome to my very first YouTube video. My name is Tegan. I am a Air Force veteran and now a military spouse. My husband and I have been together for 7 years and he has been active duty for 10 years. I got out of the military 7 years ago, actually, when we met. So now I stay at home with our 2 children, ages 4.5 and almost 3. And after all these years of watching YouTube videos, probably about a decade now, I decided that I would like to give it a shot. So hopefully I offer you guys a unique perspective of what it's like living in military housing, how I clean and organize this space, how I decorate it, and make something that has had a lot of love over the years feel like home to us. If you like this sort of content, if you know me in real life and just want to support my little hobby, please consider subscribing, and I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to be putting away our Christmas decor. I'm going to start by cleaning up our living room and our kitchen, but I don't think I captured our kitchen portion. I cannot put other things away if our house is a wreck, and obviously in these clips it is. Also, yes, I do know that it is mid-February and I am just now putting out a video about Christmas decorations, but it's very on brand for me. I'm a serial procrastinator. My family in general tends to leave Christmas decorations out long past the new year, and this is actually a segment of 2 separate days, but those 2 days were about 2 weeks apart. So this is mid to late January, and then later on you're going to see clips from, I think, the first weekend of February. So if you too wait until the very end of the Christmas season / into Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day to put things away, this is a video for you. But when there are a lot of miscellaneous items in our home that are not in the location that they're supposed to be, and we have a laundry basket handy, I tend to just toss things in there with the intention of putting them away, but that doesn't always happen. Sometimes it just sits there until I have to do laundry again. Let me know if you're that kind of person too. Up, I'm going to take the lights off of our front window. It's also the only window that we have in our living room. We live in a townhouse style base home. And then I'm going to take down all of our ornaments. This process takes forever. It is my least favorite. All of our ornaments are unique, so they have to be taken down one by one, but then for the most part they have to be put away one by one. And they're also, almost all of them, very delicate. And it's just the worst part of putting up and putting down Christmas decorations. I think it's beautiful once it's up, but just the process of it is so annoying to me. Let me know if you also are like that, or if you are not as dramatic as I am. Those bags that I pulled out are like Cars, Target, Walmart, your grocery store bags that we have, and by we I mean me, have put our ornaments away in the years prior. And I've been very fortunate that nothing is broken. But this year I decided I was going to be a real adult, and I bought bubble wrap to actually wrap them individually and tape them up nicely. And so help me if one of them breaks this year that I've actually put real effort into this. And like I said, this is such a long process, so I like to sit and watch a show when I do this. I love to rewatch my favorite shows. My top two are Friends and ER. I think this was the night I was watching ER. I am truly obsessed with that show. Are you guys also obsessed with Friends and ER? Or are you normal people who watch new shows and don't go back and rewatch old favorites? This is where it has led into another day. About 2 weeks later, oh, see, you can tell how much I love Friends. I'm wearing a Friends Central Perk shirt. That's great, Tegan. So pulling off our tree skirt, I made a huge mess, so I'm just gonna vacuum up all of the needles, which I'm not really sure why I did that, because then here I'm gonna take down all the lights, and that made an even bigger mess. And as I was making this mess and pulling off the lights, you'll see I keep circling and hitting our curtains, and I end up opening it by hitting it with my hip or my booty, and then fixing the curtain, and then hitting the curtain, and then fixing the curtain, and hitting the curtain, and fixing the curtain. And I don't know why, as I'm rewatching this, I didn't just move the tree. It weighed like nothing. So I don't know why I didn't just shift the tree so I wouldn't keep doing this. But I guess that's just the person that I am, a person who hits things repeatedly and just is like, yeah, whatever, this is fine. Mess that I made again, which I could have just vacuumed once, but you know, efficiency is not my game. So I'm gonna vacuum some of this stuff up. As you can tell, there's all these larger pieces of like small branches, and we don't own an indoor broom. We have one that we use in our garage that is only for like yucky bugs out there. So I don't ever use it inside of our home, and I don't typically care. I feel like this does enough. If we break glass, we do have a shop vacuum that we can use. But this moment where I had to by hand pick up all these large pieces so I wouldn't clog my vacuum, I was so annoyed with myself and thought, you know, I should really get a broom. And it's been several weeks since I have filmed this, and no, I have not bought a broom. I just keep picking things up by hand. I really hate sweeping, so I'm not really sure if I'll ever get a broom. But you know, if you see in future videos where I'm still doing this nonsense, it's because I don't own a broom. I'm going to gather up the rest of our decor items. We really don't have that much, I don't think, so I'm going to take down these fairy lights, which almost killed my poor little plant, and then bring everything else over, and then take down all of the things that were on top of where we keep our children's toys, and put all of my other plants back so they are in their proper place and not taking up all of the counter space that we have in our kitchen. My plants are in their rightful home, and now it is time to actually put everything completely away into these bins. These are the 3 that we have, no more, no less. So I'm going to pull out all of the boxes for the decor items that I have kept original boxes, and actually I think most of these were heirlooms that I got from my mother. So she has actually kept these boxes since I was a kid. I'm not sure when she got them, so maybe longer than that, but at least for 20 plus years, they have had their little home. So I'm going to pull those out, and I also keep all of the boxes for our lights. I don't like when lights get all tangled. I think it is very tedious and annoying to unravel them from each other every year. So I have found just keeping their original boxes may take up a little more space in our actual bins, but it is worth the hassle. So if you are buying new lights, I cannot recommend that enough.
You're taking my hand, leading the way, staying the night. Looking at you, making your moves, there is no silence.
Sort of some of these clips where you can tell I have earbuds in. I am listening to either music or a couple of podcasts, and I wanted to plug these podcasts that I really love right now. One of them is You Can Sit With Us by the Try Wives, and if you know the Try Guys on YouTube, it is their significant others that host that one. And the other one I really love right now is Bialik Breakdown, and it is by Mayim Bialik. If you don't know who she is, she was Amy Farrah Fowler on Big Bang Theory. She was Blossom in Blossom, and she is also a neuroscientist. She has a PhD in neuroscience, and she's very interesting. And her podcast is about different aspects of mental health and how they affect us from both the science point of view with her educational background, and then also from personal point of view from her and her guests. So if you are looking for something to listen to, I really recommend Bialik Breakdown.
Looking so sweet, but you're dynamite. I just wanna dance with you. Feeling that burn, I'm not getting out. Yeah, yeah. Baby, you make me lose my mind. Maybe you wanna stay tonight. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. When we go, we lose track of time. You and I, we can stay inside. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough.
Unwrapping and rewrapping this space for fun. I actually wrapped it inside out the first time, which you probably can't tell, but I could once I started going to wrap this last ornament, and it dawned on me that I had done that completely backwards. It probably still would have been fine, but it would have bothered me for 11 months, so I redid it.
Nothing that you could ever do would make me leave you, baby. I I feel for you, you made it easy for me, yeah. Nothing that you, baby, you make me lose my mind. Maybe you wanna stay the night. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. Baby, you make me lose my mind.
Watch me struggle to Tetris the rest of our belongings into the last of these bins. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone, my mother, for watching my YouTube video. And if you liked it, I really hope you subscribe. I hope you stick around and watch future videos that I put out. I did have a lot of fun doing this. I think it will become my new hobby that is just for me. If you're a mom, you know. So thank you again, and I will catch you next time.